Hello, welcome to Thursday's Notts Today with me, Al Booth. Thank you for being here. This is what's coming up for you on the show today. First of all, we're going to be hearing from some happy school leavers as thousands across the county received their GCSE results.
This year group were actually in year 6 when COVID started and moved to secondary school during the middle of COVID, so our first COVID years through. So they've had to work really exceptionally hard to obviously build those gaps.
And we're going to catch up with Eve Smallman as well. She's from the Notts Edit to find out what is coming up in Nottingham over the next couple of weeks. She'll tell you what you and the family can get up to as the summer holidays start to come to an end, including the Southwell Music Festival and candlelit cheese and wine experience over at Fothergills. That's probably not one for the kids, that one. We've got great guests as well on the sofa, not just Eve, but we'll also be hearing from the golf club that has raised over £3,500 for charity by taking on a huge golf challenge. They've raised over £125,000 since 2021 for Nottingham-based homelessness charity Emmanuel House and the Cystic Fibrosis Trust. We'll hear from them shortly. We've also got a lot of sport for you as well. We have your roundup where we'll get the thoughts of Notts County head coach Martin Patterson to his side's drubbing of Shrewsbury last night.
Happy, because I'll be honest with you, there's pressure coming into that game, and rightly so, because of what's gone on in the first 3 games.
And some news that has come out today. Sadly, Notts Today will be airing its final show next Friday as the channel comes to an end. You might have heard on the 29th of August, Notts TV will stop broadcasting. That comes after 11 years of bringing proper local telly to your screens. The planned closure has been brought forward from November. We've got more details on that later on in the show as well. Might need a tissue for that one. Now though, we are going to bring you some happy news, all the latest from across Notts, because it's been one of the biggest days in the school calendar. GCSE results day, of course. Across the country and the county, thousands of teenagers have been finding out how they did in their exams and how it will shape their next steps. Our reporter Maria Angel Acosta went to the Nottingham Emmanuel School in West Bridgford to share the moment.
It was a big morning for students at the Nottingham Emmanuel School, as months of revisions and nerves has come down to just one envelope. GCSEs, the General Certificate of Secondary Education, are the exams most students in England take at the age of 16. The results can decide their next steps, whether that is sixth form, college or an internship. This year, the Nottingham Emmanuel School has recorded its strongest set of GCSE results since before the pandemic.
This year group were actually in year 6 when COVID started and moved to secondary school during the middle of COVID, so our first COVID years through. So they've had to work really exceptionally hard to obviously build those gaps that they had made during COVID in their education. So we're even more delighted, not only that they've done well, but they're our best results since before COVID. We do a lot of work with our students about careers in the run-up, obviously, to the GCSEs, but we've got Futures in today as well as our own careers team, so they'll be meeting with students who maybe haven't got the grades that they want to help provide that support and that direction in terms of whether they can stay here in our sixth form, because we do resits here too, or if they want to go elsewhere. So that support is there for both them and their parents.
For students, today is about relief, excitement and looking ahead to what's next. We have asked them what advice they will give to those sitting exams next year.
Find the things that you need to work on, and even though it might seem like a struggle to get started, and if you just go for it without thinking.
Do more past papers and let your teacher mark them. Yeah, and don't go onto Instagram or TikTok too much.
Think about like the work you put into it instead of like your actual results. Like if I got grades lower than this, I would still be happy because like I knew that I'd like put revision into it and stuff.
With the results in hand, many here will be now moving on to further study or training and celebrating the end of a challenging journey. For the class of 2025, the challenge still lies ahead. But today, for these students, it's smiles all around. Maria Angel Acosta for Notts TV.
There we go. Congratulations to you if you got your results, and if you didn't, don't worry. Things work out. They always do. Right, time for our first guest of the show now, and it's time to look at some of the great events that are happening in Notts over the next few weeks, and there's loads going on. So to look through it all is the fabulous Eve Smallman from the Notts Edit.
Wow, I love that fabulous description.
Fabulous, Eve. Thank you. So yeah, there's still going on. We were just saying before we came on, there's still a couple of weeks left of the summer holidays, so we're looking for things to do.
Yes, got a little bit of a mixture of things I've got one thing that's this weekend, one thing next week, and then just some kind of things going into September that are worth keeping in the back of your mind as well. So this bank holiday from August 22nd to 25th, there's Southwell Music Festival. I really hope I'm pronouncing Southwell right, because
I was just going to say,
don't want to get told off.
Okay. That's for Southwell if you pronounce it differently. Yeah.
And there's various venues around the town, and there's a mix of free, ticketed and pay what you feel events. Really different mix of music genres, everything from folk to classical. There's a musical kind of picnic as well. So there's things for adults, things for kids, and Southwell's really cute as well. So if you want just like an excuse to have a day out there, you can do a bit of pottering and then go and watch some music.
Yeah, that's a really nice and easy day, isn't it? What's
Yeah.
a musical picnic? Is that just like a picnic with music in the background?
Well, yes.
Okay, brilliant. I don't need to think too hard about that one. But that's one of those things, as a parent of two young children, you go, that's a day filled. That's great.
Yeah, it's the whole day as well. You make a proper trip of it.
Yeah.
And there's a few different things on each day as well, so you can have a look at the brochure and just kind of see what you might fancy. You might see something that you want to do as a whole family, or you might want to have, maybe aunt and uncle take the kids away, and then you have like a little date thing.
Family thing one day, and then the next day, enjoy yourself. Bring the wine and cheese to the musical picnic.
Yes.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, so that was a very nice little segue there.
Not my first rodeo.
Not my first rodeo. So we've got going back into the city on September 5th at Fothergill's. There's candlelit cheese and wine, which is very romantic and cosy.
Yeah.
I'm quite ready to get back into autumn now, so I'm feeling this one. So the cheese shop, and then different wine experts as well are talking through 5 different cheeses and how they pair with 5 different wines. You get a glass of fizz on arrival, and it's £40 as well, which I think is pretty good for what it is.
That is, when's that?
September 5th.
Brilliant. I'm making a mental note of that one.
Yeah. No, it's nice. It's nice. It's by the castle as well, and sometimes they'll open the doors. It'll just be sort of twinkly lights.
And
as
it's getting dark earlier, isn't it? So like you say, that sort of autumnal feel to it. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's good. Not for the kids, that one though.
Not for the kids.
What else is going on?
This one's a little bit different, but I always get excited when I see different things at Nottingham Playhouse. So they've got a brand new play called The Last Stand of Mrs. Mary Whitehouse. I don't know if she's a little bit more your time than my time.
She probably is, yes. So she was the one who used to complain when people would say, Willie on the telly or something like that.
Well, they've done it there. So she's not still alive, is she?
She's not.
She won't be ringing it.
She's not going to. So what's the play about?
So it's kind of going into one of her last stands where she had her infamous blasphemy trial. She was quite known for her culture wars against the BBC, and as you said, the sort of moral, need to protect our children kind of thing. It stars Maxine Peake, who's been in Dinner Ladies and Black Mirror.
She's amazing.
So really good. Yeah, and there's a brand new play as well, which you don't see very often. And the Playhouse is just lovely as well.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that sounds good. And what to wrap it all up? What have we got?
Wrap it all up. This is a little bit in advance, but I thought I'd mention it now because the places get booked up really quickly. So it's Heritage Open Days. That's running from September 12th to 21st. And that's just various venues around the county, so it's really worth looking on the website. Mixture of different tours, workshops, things like that. So there's tours at the Adams Building in the Lace Market, which isn't normally open.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not something you usually get to go into, is it?
No, it's not. And then there's architecture tours of the National Justice Museum, and there's an escape puzzle kind of thing at the Nottingham Archives as well, which sounds like a fun family thing. So it's really worth having a look on the site because there are just a lot of areas that aren't normally open, and they get booked up quite quickly as well. Some of them you don't have to book, some of them you do, so it's worth getting on that early. And it's all free as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible, isn't it? Oh, there's literally something for everyone there.
Yes, I hope so.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Right, that's my diary filled. And I'm sorry for the Willie if you are watching anyone related to Mary Whitehouse. Right, now for some more news headlines from Notts today. And a man has appeared in court after police were called to a street disturbance in Teesbrook Drive in Woolerton. That was on Saturday the 16th of August. 26-year-old Sky 7 of Teesbrook Drive has been charged with wounding with intent, possession with intent to supply Class A drugs and 2 counts of possession of an offensive weapon in a private place. He appeared at Nottingham Magistrates Court on Monday and was remanded in custody until his next appearance at Nottingham Crown Court on the 15th of September. And you may have seen today the news about the future of Notts TV, and we're afraid to say that it's true. As of next Friday, the 29th of August, Notts TV will be no more. A final edition of this show, Notts Today, is going out live at 5:30 next Friday. The planned closure has been brought forward from November, and that's due to some key staff departures right here at Notts, because let's face it, if you're going to lose your job, you need to look for other ones, so that's what's happened. Nottingham Trent University, which owns the channel, first said in February it would not be applying to the regulator Ofcom to renew Notts TV's existing licence past the expiration in November. An archive of the channel's programming will still be available in the on-demand section of the channel website, nottstv.com, and on our YouTube channel as well. The decision says disappointing here. I'm reading this. It says disappointing. It's heartbreaking, to be honest with you. None of us wanted it, but hey, what can you do? We're aware that the landscape changes, and that's what's happened here at Notts TV. We really do just want to say thank you, though, for everything, because without you, we're just people sitting in a room talking to ourselves. Thank you for all your support over the last 11 years, for trusting us to tell and share your stories as well. It's meant so much, and it's the reason we're here, like I say. There'll be a special schedule celebrating the channel's most popular programmes and memorable Nottinghamshire moments since its launch in May 2014. We'll tell you more about that over the coming days. I genuinely thought I was going to cry at that. I got through it. Right, on the way, we've got more sports guests. People who've done amazing things, playing golf and raising money for charity. Next. Hello, welcome back to Thursday's show. I'm Al Booth. Thank you for being here with me. Hope you're well. This is what's happening in Notts today. A West Bridgford pub has been granted permission to stay open late, but people living nearby say that no consideration has been given to them. The Poppy and Pint in Lady Bay will now stay open past midnight each day after a request to extend its opening hours was approved by Rushcliffe Borough Council on August the 14th. A noise survey at the site found the extended hours would have a low impact on local noise and nearby residents. It will operate between 8 a.m. until 12:30 a.m. Sunday to Thursday and between 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. There you go. Now it's time to talk golf. Talk a lot of golf, actually, because Ramsdale Park Golf Centres just raised more than £3,500 for charity by taking on a huge summer golfing challenge. Since 2021, the club has raised over £125,000 for Nottingham-based homelessness charity Emmanuel House and the Cystic Fibrosis Trust. Here to tell us all about it are club captain Darryl Woolley, assistant head pro Jack Stoppard and club manager Teresa Plymouth. Thank you for coming in. Right, who played golf first of all? It was Darryl, wasn't it? Let's talk about you. And both of you did it. So what was the challenge then? What was this latest thing?
So, a part of the club captain this year, we set a challenge to do 99 holes in a day. So 99 quickly turned into 100 after our starter Brian says, why aren't we doing 100? So, in terms of raising some extra funds for charity this year, we did 100 holes in a day for charity.
That's a lot, because 18 holes can take up most of your day, can't it? Like the standard
yes.
playing golf.
18 holes, typically 4.5 to 5 hours.
Right.
So we scheduled it all out. 5.5 rounds was a challenge. We did quite well with regards to the timings, to be quite honest. We had done 4 rounds by 12:30. So
we started. You know what? There's so many like golf widows and golf widowers watching this now, going, "Well, hold on. If you can do it, you could do like 5 in half a morning. Exactly. Why are you out all day?"
Exactly.
So when we started at 4 o'clock in the morning, the first round we did was 1 hour 59. So we went a little bit quicker than what we thought, didn't we?
So what was the kind of did you have to were you aiming to get under par, to get on par, or was it just to get the ball in the hole?
It was literally just to get the ball in the hole.
Right.
Literally. So it was just conscious of time. So we played out every single hole, but we went as quick as we could because we was conscious of time. Obviously the daylight. We chose the closest to the longest day of the year. But yeah.
Wow, I mean that's incredible. We'll talk a bit more about the actual day itself, but Teresa, how do these charities come about? How did the partnership come about with them?
So essentially it's our club captains that get to choose what charities they want to raise money for, and we do that each year. We're a bit special at Ramsdale because we've got a brilliant president, Danny Harkin, who has taken the charity since 2007. And he really is the leading force behind it all. So, yeah, this year Daryl wanted to go with Emmanuel House.
Yep.
Danny wanted Emmanuel House as well. It's very close to quite a few of our hearts, to be fair. It's here in the city centre.
Yeah.
And what our lady captain has close ties to cystic fibrosis. So we've got those two charities, and that's what we're raising money for this year. We're pretty much on track for, I reckon we'll get 35 this year.
Wow.
35,000.
That's a phenomenal amount.
It's a really good amount, and it really changes people's lives. It's not just, so to have people like Jack and Daryl doing these extra things to bump up the figure is just amazing. We wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for members like Daryl and team members like Jack.
Yeah, that's an incredible thing. How did you feel after, Jack? I mean...
Oh, like a broken man.
Really?
Yeah. So we was literally just saying, the one thing I wish done a little bit different was actually train a little bit for it. Although I play a lot of golf.
Yeah.
You go, okay, it's just doing 18 holes again and again, but by 4 rounds in, it got to the point, didn't it, where we said, well, let's have an half an hour break, let's reset. But almost then it was one of the worst things you could do with lactic acid starts to build up, and then we've got a little bit tired as we went on. So it took it out of me.
So once you'd played this 100 holes, 100 rounds, when was the next time you played, like, for your own leisure?
Oh. I don't think I played yet for my own leisure.
No, I think I actually played on the Friday, reluctantly.
Right.
But yeah, I think I had a match to play on the Friday.
That's amazing.
I did actually recover in time, just.
Yeah.
The funny thing is we started off quite early, and we'd all forgotten about the irrigation. So when the greens get absolutely soaked.
Oh, of course.
So the first green, Daryl's trying to put out, and then the irrigation comes on, and that's the very first hole at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You don't need that. Just where can people get involved? Where can we find out more? Where's your website?
Our website, you can go to Ramsdale Park GC. .co.uk. You can call the club. We are constantly collecting things. So at the moment we collect all kinds of things for Emmanuel House. So clothing for the homeless, or things that they can sell in their charity shop.
Brilliant.
Any kind of raffle prize, whether it be a service that you can offer for free, anything, a bottle of wine, anything. Head on to Ramsdale Park and we can use it to good use.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for coming in. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm now going to tell my mum that Dad can play in just an hour, apparently. Right, time for more sport now. We go from golf to football, and starting at Notts County. They put on a brilliant display against Shrewsbury last night. They'd failed to win any of their first 4 games in all competitions, but then a convincing 4-1 win over Shrewsbury changed that. Magpies head coach Martin Patterson said he was happy with it, but he doesn't want them to get complacent.
Happy, because I'll be honest with you, there's pressure coming into that game, and rightly so, because of what's gone on in the first 3 games. And it's not all been dour or woe is me in terms of the group, but certainly we needed to put a full 90 minutes performance together. I thought we did that. There's still a few things inside it that we can't get carried away or whoop it up or start screaming from the rafters. We've had people do that against us, and I don't agree with it. There's still a lot of work to do. It's a new group, a group that has worked well in pre-season, but pre-season is a false economy. It's when the lights go on, and tonight.
In cricket, Nottinghamshire Outlaws have strengthened their chances of reaching the one-day cup knockouts with a 4-wicket win over Hampshire yesterday afternoon. Jack Haynes once again starred for the Outlaws, top scoring with 97. He was helped by a significant contribution from his captain as well. Hasib Hameen made 86 with the bat. He said that the win was a combination of effort from the entire side.
They probably got away a little bit in the power play, so for us to drag it back was quite important. And Joe did a great job in doing that, backed up by the other bowlers as well. So, yeah, all in all, I thought it was a really good effort to keep it to 290. And then in terms of the chase, again, I thought we held our nerve really well. We knew wickets in hand would be really important. The way Jack played, I think, allowed a lot of us to take our time. What we recognised was we were playing really good cricket, but not quite for long enough. We probably didn't put together 100 overs of good cricket. And, yeah, that's been quite a focus point for us in these last 2 games. we've got some really good players. We've had some changes as well. We've had some players come in from the 100, some players having to miss out, unfortunately. But yeah, everyone that's played the last couple of games has contributed in some way. So yeah, it bodes well for us.
Now we've got some exciting ice hockey news for you. Nottingham Panthers have this morning confirmed they're going to be hosting the 2026 Continental Cup final at the Motorpoint Arena. Panthers won the competition in 2017. They'll compete alongside 5 other clubs from across Europe's top ice hockey divisions, 3 of which have already been confirmed. And they are HC Torpedo from Kazakhstan, GKS Katowice from Poland, and Herning Blue Fox from Denmark. Panthers last hosted a stage of the Continental Cup in 2013, also at the Motorpoint Arena, but it's going to be the first time they've hosted the final. Right, time for your picture of the day now. This is from Steve Plavinsky. It is an Egyptian goose, there you go, if you didn't know, taken at Wilton Hall. If you want to send yours in, you've got about a week to do it. Knots_TV is where you can send that on your socials. For your weather, I'm not saying summer's over, but autumn is looking around the corner. Well, it's been a cloudy one today, isn't it? Highs of just 18 degrees, dropping down to 13 overnight. Tomorrow is going to be pretty much a repeat of today. No sunshine, just cloud. Saturday, highs of 16 as well. Right, we're almost at the end of the show now. Before we go though, let's have another look at one of our interviews from this year's Splendour. The Queen of Knots, Vicky McClure, and the Dementia Choir went on the main stage on Saturday, singing alongside Emile Sandé. We caught up with her on the Knots TV bus, where she also had a special message ahead of Knots TV's closure.
Splendour 2025, and Vicky McClure has played us a visit on the Knots TV bus. Are you all right?
I'm really good.
Good. Well, you've just got off the main stage with the Dementia Choir. That was quite some performance.
It really was. And do you know what? I always knew it was going to be because I knew what the set list was and I know how they were feeling. But when I got here, there wasn't many people because the rain is real and it's quite severe.
Yep.
And then the minute they came out, it just felt like everywhere just filled up. And the rain stopped.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And you know what? It's so lovely because obviously Splendour has some amazing artists, but like last Splendour, the Dementia Choir come out and it's a different vibe. People are so up for it.
They're up for it. They're also living it.
Yeah.
You know, whoever's out there in the audience, it doesn't matter, you know, what their job is, how old they are, they will have some understanding of dementia. You don't need to sound like Adele or Emily Sandé, you know, I haven't got that kind of voice, but everyone's got a voice, and I believe, you know, if you love singing, just give it a go.
I love it. Right, you've got to get to your next go.
I have, but I do want to say while I'm here, because Knots TV, I'm going to miss Knots TV so much, and I think everyone that's ever worked at Knots TV and all the incredible content that you've put on through the years, I just want to say a massive thank you for everything you've done for the city, and I'm just going to miss it.
You're going to make us.
Yeah, we all are, Vicky. Thank you. We've also had some brilliant messages from you today as well about the closure of Knots TV. Michael from Aspley said, "Hi all at Knots TV. I'm sad to hear about you closing down. I watch every day. It's a great local TV programme. I miss Team Talk. Thank you for 11 years of Knots." Another from Mohammed. "Thank you Knots TV for broadcasting and highlighting the Royal British Legion charity walk from Belper to Crouch Memorial, fundraising for homeless veterans. I believe the interview helped highlight and raise awareness of the homeless problem in Nottingham." It's people like Michael, Mohammed and you, which is why we've been here and why we're going to miss it. And we are still here for a while, back tomorrow at 5:30. So until then, have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.